Hi, I'm Michael Josh. I am a New York-based YouTuber and tech journalist, and I've been covering CES for about 10 years now. At some point, AI is really going to change the landscape. It already is. We're seeing bits and pieces for the last year or so, helping you edit your photos and do other things. But I think we're going to get to a point where it gets smarter, it understands context, and I think every product at the show floor, in our lives, will probably have some sort of AI built in. My studies were very important, and I was expected to do well in school. And so a lot of it for me was self-study. And then, for the harder topics, my parents would kind of come in and teach me. Or they would have to, for topics that they were not familiar with, they would have to hire someone. So, for me, like having a tutor that you pay for once when you buy the product is pretty cool. And then, even if your parents don't have time to teach you, to tutor you, you can still get the help that you need to finish your homework. I mean, I wish I had this in school when I was a kid. Essay check is like you're just scanning my essay, and actually it's almost like, growing up to eventually becoming a journalist, it's almost like having an editor, go through your work and revise your pieces. Like, this is great. So by the time you actually submit your essay, it's already had a good pass through from AI, and I think that's a great practical. For me, generative AI is great. What makes it great actually is if it has a practical use. I mean, screen time is such a big issue when raising a kid these days. They think about what kind of content am I going to expose my kid to? How much time in front of a screen am I going to allot them? And also, the reality is when you have two parents working, both of them have jobs, who's going to sit down with you to maybe help you solve a math problem that you studied 20 years ago and probably don't know how to figure out to answer yourself? So I love that. Not only are you correcting my math homework, I love that there are videos that explain this is how to solve that problem. And then, because sometimes instead of having to nag mom and dad for an answer, then you can move on to other things too. The only thing I could write in Chinese is my name, so I probably would love to spend more time. Even me, it was fun. I love all the air gestures. Chinese has a really particular way of the stroke order is very important. It's just not knowing how to draw it, but also the order in which you draw the stroke. So I think a few more minutes and I'll be good to go writing monkey. I mean, my parents pushed me really hard, and I'm really grateful that they did. I think studying hard is going to set you up for success in the future. Sometimes you're not always going to get the help you need from people around you, so always take the initiative to learn, and always be curious about picking up new things and new skills and ideas, and just keep a critical mind as you live your life.